Yumbrella rig. First bass of the day, guys. We're on the River. Woo. Alright guys, today I'm here on the Housatonic River in Connecticut, a world-class striper fishery, and I'm just going to be doing some striper fishing. It's Christmas Eve, and I'm out here catching some fish. Beautiful, beautiful, healthy striper. Let's catch some more. I've only been fishing today so far on the Housatonic for about maybe 5 minutes, and already hooked my first striper, and basically I was just trolling a Yumbella rig with Keitech Easy Shiner Swimbaits, and that's pretty much what helped me connect with the striper like right off the bat. So I'm basically going to go down river and then make a big turn and troll up through the school of fish again and see if I can hook some more. I'm marking a ton of fish here. Come on, something's got to eat it. Wow, a bunch of line. Fish on. As soon as I dropped it, started letting line out, this fish hit it. It's not a big one, but it's a striper. It's a tiny striper. Really small chubbo. Look how small that striper is. This is the smallest striper of the year. Oh my gosh, that's tiny. Oh well, but he's a fish. Little buddy. Merry Christmas, striper. Came upriver a little bit, and I'm marking a good amount of fish in about 30 feet of water. I'm going to circle these fish that I'm coming across. I'm going to circle them with this Yumbrella rig. I just want to hang it in their face until they get annoyed enough with it, they're going to hit it. We're sitting in a school right below my kayak. Sitting on a big drop off. There he is, got him. That's what I wanted to do. Just, oh, he got off. Hit the middle swim bait. For whatever reason, he didn't get hooked. I got one in the school to feed, so I'm thinking I can get a few more in the school to feed. I'm just going to keep circling these fish. I'm going to try pulling this Yumbrella rig off the drop off. Hopefully connect to the fish. There's still a ton of fish here. There he is, got him. That one hit in the same spot as the other one that I lost. It's a nice one. Barely even hooked. Nice pretty striper. Christmas Eve, nothing better. We're loving the Yumbrella rig. I'm marking tons more fish right below the kayak. Woo. Marking a ton of fish in the same spot that I've been just basically circling, and that's how I'm catching my fish. There he is, fish on already. Little guy. Really little guy. Nice little guy. Alright guys, well, it seems like I milked this spot pretty well. You know, I was just basically trolling in a circle, and when I saw a big school of fish on my fish finder, I would basically just let that that umbrella rig free fall, and then I would slowly start paddling and trolling, and that's how I was hooking up like that right away. And but before I move north and try and find more fish on the Housie, let me just show you my simple setup I'm using right here. And basically it's just a Yumbella rig with 5 Keitech Easy Shiner Swimbaits on there, and basically I'm just using, you know, I have 3 jig heads on here that are basically just owner round ball head jig heads with owner hooks, and you know, those are, you know, pretty good hooks. They're strong, yet they're skinny, and they just, you know, they don't deter the action away from the swim bait. You know, if you're using too heavy of a hook, it'll sometimes, it won't swim right, because you want that body to kind of wiggle back and forth, and you want that hook to go back and forth kind of like that. And then actually these 2 jig heads that I've never used before, they're actually trout eye jig heads. I used them in South Carolina recently because I was actually down there catching sea trout, and you know, I really like the hook on them and the head, and they're basically my 2 heavier jig heads on the umbrella rig. And basically what that does is, so when you drop that in, the 2 heavier weights sink down deeper, and then it basically keeps this Yumbrella rig head going parallel in the water column. So that's how I'm setting up basically my umbrella rig. The rod that I'm using is a Field and Stream umbrella rig bass fishing rod. I got this actually for umbrella rig fishing for largemouth and smallmouth bass, and it's working today to catch you know, stripers. And then the reel I'm using is basically just an Abu Garcia Ambassador BG 7000 HSN big game bait casting reel, and that is basically just rigged with I believe 50 or 60 pound green moss braided Power Pro can get the job done. You don't want to use light line or light braided material when you're throwing, you know, a heavy umbrella rig, because you know, you want to be confident that you're not going to break that line off on any of these fish, because you break off, you know, a fish with this whole rig. You know, each one of these lures, you know, this whole rig here probably is about 25 bucks, you know, easy. So you don't want to, that's why you got to use somewhat heavier line, and I'm basically taking this line and tying it directly to the umbrella rig. Sometimes you can make a small short leader if you have like 30-pound test Seaguar fluorocarbon. That always works very well. I didn't have any on me. I only had 20-pound test Seaguar fluorocarbon, so I just tied the Power Pro directly to the umbrella rig, and it's working. You know, the water clarity isn't too clear here on the Housie, so I really don't even think they're noticing or caring. I mean, if you look at these wires here, you know, I'm catching fish, and they don't even look at the wire. They just look at the bait. So, anyways, let's get back out there and catch some more fish. Bigger fish. A little bit bigger fish here. I pretty much wasn't even paddling, I was just holding it in the current. A little bit bigger schoolie. Nice. Probably the biggest schoolie of the day. That's a nice chunky one though. Woo! Nice chunky fish. Just ate that. He ate that jig head with the trout eye on it. Completely annihilated it. That's probably the best one of the day. It's probably about 26, maybe, you know, 26 and a half inches or so. Nice, pretty, healthy fish out of the Housie here in Connecticut. Woo! Nice, gorgeous fish. Really small, chunky guy. Can't make that be the last fish of the day. I'm going to try and catch one more, at least a little bit bigger. shiny guy again. I'm not even pedaling right now, just basically going with the current. Doing a few pedals here and there just to maintain my direction and a little bit of speed. But most of what's pushing me is the current, and what I want is that umbrella rig to sink and kind of drift as it sinks, and most of these strikers are going to hit it as it's sinking. Because those little swim baits, as the umbrella rig sinks, are still swimming with great action, and the strikers just love it. Can't resist it. All fish right on that screen there. Tons of fish. Oh, there he is. That one's a little bigger. That's a bigger one. It's a little bit bigger, schoolie. There we go. Whew. A little bit bigger class fish right there. Oh, imagine getting two of those fish like this size on an umbrella rig. That'd be a great fight. I'm gonna make one more pass and hopefully get into a little bit bigger fish. 28 to 30 inches would be great. Most of the fish I caught today so far have been 15 to like 26 and a half inches. And I'm getting some big marks on the screen. So I know that there's a few bigger fish down there, but it's just getting them to bite before the littler stripers. Or a double hookup would be great too. There's enough fish, I'm surprised I haven't gotten a double hookup yet today. Double header, guys. Double header. I can end the day like that. Double header. Perfect way to end a day. It's Christmas Eve. Guys, thanks for watching. This is my first time on the Howsey or the Housatonic River in Connecticut. And man, you know, I just found a way. I found out that just trolling the umbrella rig was the best and easiest, you know, most effective way for me to catch fish. Like I said, it's my first time on the river, and I didn't really want to experiment that much once I found out what I could catch the fish on. So, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a happy holidays. Get out here, catch some fish.